Welcome back everyone, I am the Evesham gamer Teg, and now today's video is actually just something I just threw together quite quickly. I haven't really done one, don't think, not for a long time. After seeing James Zone Burbroom's video recently, and I do call him that, James Zone Burbroom, that's actually Game Zone Burbroom. I thought, yeah, well, let's do a little kind of room tour of my room. There's nothing much here, it's just quite small. Obviously the 90% of the stuff that I own, if not 95%, is actually up in the loft and in, as Kev from Access Area 6 says, is in Narnia, which is basically cupboards and stuff for me. So without further ado, let's have a look, see what we've got in here. You know, we might find some interesting stuff, I don't know. Anyway, let's get into it. Are we rolling? Yep, we're rolling. As my mate Mark would say. Right, let's take a look at my game room / office. Let's see what's in here, you know? I've never shown you this before. Right, here we go. So there we have it. Looks bigger than it actually is through this, from where I'm standing, it's a lot smaller than that. And we're gonna start off with the chair. Oh yes, you can't have, you just got to have a decent chair in your room. Okay, so Secret Lab Titan Evo 2022. We'll start up on the left here. Okay, I did this video again earlier and I didn't have the settings correct. So anyway, in the bottom, in this cabinet itself, to be fair, is for display and it's just a storage space now. So in the bottom here we've got like a grandstand solitaire, original one from the 80s. There's a Game Boy Advance in there. I mean, you know, you can see yourself what's in here. I know it's key to describe it all. Oh, hang on, I forgot the music. No, we don't do silly fucking music in games rooms. Sorry to disappoint you. Yeah, it's up to you, innit, you know, if you like that sort of thing. Right, as you can see here, a bit more there. We've got a classic Mortal Kombat plug and play TV. I've done a video on that before. This is just all pretty much collector's editions in here. It's just like crammed in there. Got a PSP, obviously. There's some bits here like that little dog I got when I was about 4 years old, my 4th birthday, believe it or not. It's just little things you keep, really, innit? At least that's for me anyway. And then moving up the top here, the Duke itself, I mentioned before in a previous video, that's actually somebody else's. Got a Raspberry Pi there, which I use occasionally for emulation. Fredo got him from Cadbury World. Mrs. got him from me anyway. More collector's editions up here, and a genuine Firefox Grandstand F7. Nice. As you can see, some people will be really upset with this. Not that I care, because it's just my game room. You can see more collector's editions and an old classic there, Verbot. Again, if you watch this channel, you would have seen Omnibot that I had, who's actually recently featured in the what was it called, the I can't remember, Retro Ghetto or something. He was in that. Pez dispensers, I do like these. I've only got a few, but I had to get Optimus Prime, just had to be done. And those who again that watch this channel will know that I'm a big fan of collecting the Jack Specific Sonic the Hedgehog figures, so he's the only one that's actually out here at the moment. The rest of them are all put away. Nice NXE Xbox 360 dashboard. And Barcode Battler, I love it, I really do. I'm going to be getting a Japanese Super Nintendo so that I can get the Barcode Battler games and use it with that. So, and then this is where I play my main games. I mean, start from the top, more collector's editions. And an original Nokia Media Master 9850T, sorry, from On Digital. Remember On Digital? They were around 1999 they came out. So as you can see there, yeah, more collector's editions and a Flip Me No HD, remember them? Anyway, moving swiftly on. Xbox 360, Sega Saturn, and the original Xbox. That one's modified, soft modded. And my Wii U, again soft modded, and my PlayStation 3. This here, I'll get to that in a minute. And then we've got here, obviously, my Xbox Series X is set up. I'm currently playing Retro Classics, which came out for free quite recently, this past week. Loads of classics I found out. It's free. Even if you've got Game Pass Core, it's free. So have a go on that. That's the, what was it called? The Turtle Beach Stealth Ultra controller, which I don't even fucking use. Bought it, don't even use it. And then I have all my other controllers, which pretty much ones that I'm using come out, and then depending on what I'm playing, some go away. There's a few special edition controllers there. And then this drawer is just full of Xbox One and Xbox Series X games. Yeah, I'm very invested in the Xbox itself, but only because of the amount of money that I've put into the ecosystem. Well, I'm part of the ecosystem. What can I say? I can't get out of it. It's just, I'm not interested in getting a PlayStation 4 or 5, and not that I have anything against them. So, more Xbox games. Some other bits and pieces here. Look, there's a, what's this? What is this? A Swado Saturn Kai cartridge, and there's a Game Boy Advance game in there, and a SNES game, or SNES Vortex, which uses the Super Effects chip. Yeah, an old crappy fucking dash cam, which I tested it out the other week. It's fucking awful. It really is. I'm not actually going to open the rest of these drawers because I've got old work laptops in the way, and obviously cat bowls and shit. But in those two drawers down the bottom, there's a Sega Master System and various different cables and other controllers and that sort of thing. So anyway, moving over here, more work laptops, PS2 and another Xbox 360. Got my subwoofer there and my GameCube on top, or one of my GameCubes, and an Elgato HD 60S, that one is. I've got a 60 plugged in, and I'm just waiting for a Elgato 4KX to come as well. And then those are I mentioned that device on top up here, this one. Okay, it's a Steel Series. Those are the best Steel Series headphones you can get, and I got some 90s style muffs for them, so that's pretty cool. These games here, let's have a look a minute here. Let's see if I can get a little bit extra light on this one, because it is what it is. These are what I'm playing at the moment off of Xbox. So Psycho Pinball, the Page Master, PS3's The Shoot, which is a light gun game. Home Alone, yeah, don't kill me for that, because I'm already being killed playing that. It's fucking awful. And PDC World Championship Darts Pro Tour on the Xbox 360. You might actually notice here I've got an original pop-up pirate USB hub. Fucking awesome that is. There's a few books behind here. I ain't moving that stuff. I use the isopropyl alcohol to clean the various things, and obviously you don't want no stink in your room, so there's some Febreze. Got the Sony Trinitron. Yeah, it is. James at James Own Bird Room told me about that, and again I said that correctly. Not Game Zone Bird Room, it is Game Zone Bird Room, but yeah, so thanks to him for telling me about that. And obviously my old man Sonic that he made me. Bit of whittling going on there. Laser ball, not turned on obviously, and a lava lamp. So there you go, that's that bit. Right, let's move this chair out of the way. And then this is the desk. This is where all the magic happens, and this 4K is going to pick up the dirt on it, so there we go. Got my OSSC Pro all hooked up there, and then the Mega Drive and Mega CD Mark 1. So I use that quite frequently, especially because of the Mega CD Appreciation Society. And these are actually pretty cool, I have to say. I use this on my telly, but I also use it on my PC as well. It's just a little trackpad. It's great to use on a telly. So yeah. Another Pez dispenser, obviously, because I love my Pez's, and a Stream Deck. I don't use that very often. I really must invest more time with that. And if you're play a lot of games, get yourself some Gunnar glasses. These are Gunnars, yeah. Now these are Aorus X's, sorry,
but they're really, really good. They really help your eyes when you're playing for a long session on games. And hey, look, a Casio. I want to do that thing that John Candy does in Planes, Trains and Automobiles, and rubs it over his arm, but I can't do it fucking one-handed. So anyway, look at that, eh? Blackberry, who remembers them? Nice. And then, oh yeah, my false teeth. Yeah, there you go. I shouldn't really have left them out, but there we go. And then I got my work laptop and stuff here. Got a HyperX Quadcast mic there, which I don't really use, and neither do I really use a Blue Yeti either now. So they're becoming a little bit surplus to requirement. So moving underneath the desk. Goodness me. Right, so I've got a Dreamcast here, and then under here, let's put a bit of light on the subject. There we go. Yeah. So these are Japanese Sega Saturn games, and there's a couple of PC games in there as well. And some nice boxed SNES stuff. A NES game, and some all this rest of this is Mega CD across here. And then we've got PSP, Project PSP. No, I don't fucking do that. And then these are all obviously just music CDs. And then we've got my gaming PC right here. It's all nicely packed in, and then a load of storage. There's loads of stuff in these. All sorts. Controllers, fucking games. Just, yeah. And there's a bit more storage I just have down here. Yeah. Not much more to go, you'll be pleased to hear. Let's put that chair back. And obviously a token beer. Oh yes. We're able to go on that in a minute. The Sonic plushies. So I don't really collect them, but you know, I've had them for a while now, but they sit nicely on my little radiator. And that's my busy bed, I call it that because, well, Izzy's still here, but Bindi, obviously, as you know, again, if you watch this channel, you'll know that she left us just about 1.5 years ago now. So it's Bindi and Izzy, busy bed. That's an old yo-yo from my time when I used to grow. So work out from that what you want. And yeah, I've got my nice Mario. I call it Mario World because it's the Mario world, you know, as in like the Mario universe, all the Mario characters, or most of them anyway. Then I keep sort of various cables here, which I'm using when I'm using the OSSC. And then basically this is the last bit really. So I've got a Lord Zed helmet, Power Rangers, and it's a voice one as well, which is pretty cool. There's a few other bits and pieces there, Transformers, an old Pac-Man clock with some juggling balls. That's actually my shrine to my cat Bindi, as I just mentioned. God rest your soul, Bind, miss your girl. And then here it's basically all, well, it's Dreamcast, Saturn and GameCube. So these two computers here are Batassera machines. See a couple of Dreamcast games up there, and then we've got all the GameCube stuff here. Some of it's blocked out obviously, because you can see, because I've got cups in the way. That is a Saab Frog, an original Saab Frog. If you know me, you'll know I love my Saabs. And then we've got more Dreamcast stuff here. And more GameCube stuff. With another Sonic plushie. That actually came from the last Woolworths in Camberley, down in Surrey, when it was shutting down. So, and then the old Coke can Transformer, epic. More GameCube stuff here. With a Taz. I'm not going to move it out so you can see, there's no point. And obviously more Dreamcast stuff. And then finally down the bottom, I'll move the cat pooper out of the way, we have Sega Saturn PAL. So there's various in there, as you can see. A nice little collection, I think you'd agree. Let's move that fucking cat pooper out of the way. And then I think finally, I have to move this a little bit, but in that there, that's my Steam Deck. So I don't really use it that often, to be fair. Anyway, that is my little tour for you. So back to me and my ugly mug. Now we have it. There's my little game room. All right. So is there anything there that that stuck out? I mean, it really wasn't that much in depth. There's not much more you can do really with that. I mean, if you want to see what I was recording on, I'm using this GoPro. It's quite handy. This is really. And then obviously I've connected my Rode wireless to it as well, which makes it a little bit easier to talk. So yeah, so that was my game room.
I'd love to do stuff in the loft again. I might actually do that. People love to have a rummage in the loft, don't they? They absolutely love it. And I've done it before. I've done a couple of videos on what's in my loft, but as the temperature gets more and more at the moment, it's not nice up there. But thankfully, you'll be pleased to hear that all of my boxes are covered. So any sunlight that comes in from the skylight that's in there, it don't affect them, which is good. Because I did have a problem with a couple of Xbox 360 games that got sun bleached, and it was like, fuck. One of them was or part of it anyway, was Top Gun on the Xbox 360. So anyway, I am off to play some games. So leave your comments below, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.